All right, good morning everyone. Today we are bringing you another video. Kimberly and I'm here with my G, and we're gonna show you how we made this darling little Tic Tac treat box for Meet the Teacher. And you can see there's the little Tic Tac inside there. So before we get started, I want to show you the stamp set that we used to make this. So this is brand new. It is not available until September the 4th unless you sign up as a demonstrator. I'd love to have you on my team. But this stamp set is Harvest Hellos. It has Welcome Back, You Make Me Smile, To an A+ Teacher, Give Thanks, Feel Better Soon, and Hey There Pumpkin. Now, the other thing is it comes with this awesome apple coordinating punch. And let me show you how we did the stamping. So for this, I recommend that you use your Stamparatus. And I left it on here so you could see how I did it. But what I did was I took this sheet right here and I punched it out, and then I laid my stamps in the hole that the punch made, and then I pressed the plexiglass on top of my stamp. So that way when we stamped, every stamp was in alignment with the punch. The other thing that we did was we did 3 to a sheet. I just cut a 4-inch strip. So here are the 4-inch strips, okay? We stamped, and then we colored, and then we punched. Now for the coloring, we used the Stamping Blends, we used Poppy Parade, we used Granny Apple Green and Daffodil Delight. And these are some of the apples that we colored, right? Okay. Now, these two apples just focus primarily on Granny Apple Green, and this one uses mostly Daffodil Delight. These start with Poppy Parade, and then in the middle, we did a little bit of Daffodil Delight to get some shading. All right, G, you ready?
I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, here we go. So let's look at our treat box and let's talk about the dimensions. So G cut the paper. Now what we did was, if you take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and you cut it into 2-inch strips, it will be 2 inches by 8.5 inches. And that's the exact size that you need for this cute little Tic Tac box pouch, okay? So then once you cut your paper into 2-inch strips, you're going to score at around 3 7/8 inches and turn it and do 3 7/8 inches. And the reason is because you need a little bit of room for that Tic Tac to sit in there like that, okay? All right, so now we're going to go through the process of making the rest of the box, okay? We figured you could do all the cutting yourself. All right, here we go. Let's get busy making. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our label punch. And hold on a minute, and I'm going to tell you the exact name of that. Let's see, here we go. All right, that punch is called the, let's see, that's the Scalloped Tag Topper Punch, and that is on page 186 of the annual catalog. So now what we're going to do is, and G's going to help me with this, but we're going to take our 2-inch strips, and I like to turn it upside down and line it up, and then punch, okay, like that. And then I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing, because I find that this has some waste of paper at the top, and I don't want to waste paper. All right, G, Good job. Nice, clean punch, okay? There's one. We're going to do 4 more. Now we are finished with our scallop topper. And let me get rid of my...
You have some more stuff on your lap.
I've got some more stuff in my lap. All right, there we go. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so now we have our strips. Okay, there they are. And the next thing that we're going to do is we are actually going to build this part right here next. So we had fun and we just colored our apples different colors, but we've got different
textures.
We created different texture in the way we colored it. The other thing that we did was we used the paper in the, here it is right here, the Brights Designer Series 6x6 paper pack. And in here we use the paper that has this lovely gingham on one side. That just seems perfect with our apples. All right, G, how do you want to layer? Which ones do you want red? Which ones do you want green? Let's go ahead and decide.
The green one's red, the red one's green.
All right, well, we're not going to be able to do all of them that way.
I know, I'm saying.
We'll do it that way. That'll be good.
And then that one, how about that one?
Okay, there we go. So we've got our apples ready. Like I said, we're going to make 5 more of these. And I like to mass produce when I make something. It makes it easier. I have it on hand if I need a little something for somebody. And now what I did is we're going to just go ahead and G, if you could help me. Here's your glue right here. And we're actually going to deal with the apples in a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue the gingham to the Daffodil Delight. Now this is a 2 1/4 inch circle and this is a 2 1/2 inch circle. Let me open another glue. I do love the Tombow multi-liquid. You don't need very much. And I'm going to do just a circle on the back like that and then place it in the middle there. And let me do the next one. Okay, there's your circle, G. That's great.
That's all I could get it good.
You did a good job. Then layer it onto the yellow. The nice thing about the liquid glue is you do have some wiggle room to really, and what you want to do is make sure you're equidistant. Okay, all right, there's one more. This time I'm gonna go like that. And can you place it on the yellow for me? Excellent. Got it? Okay, now check it out. Look at it. Pick your fingers off of it and look at it. Is it equidistant?
Exactly.
How about that? That looks great.
That looks perfect.
Yes. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build the layer of our apple. And how we did that is we used this beautiful Whisper White. This is on page 174 of the annual catalog. I do write on my ribbons what page it's on and what year, because after all the years I've been using Stampin' Up! Products, I sometimes forget, and that helps me go back and find it. So we're not going to have too big of a zigzag. Let me get my scissors, and we're going to just diagonal the end there. And I think I want it to go that, see the direction? You can't see it white on white, can you? And I really have it so that it's really not going too far past the edge, like that. Okay, that's perfect. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold that kind of together with my finger while and once again, I do use the Tombow. I find it works well. And then I'm going to add a little bit more glue. All right, G, if you would help me get the next one ready. And then I just kind of mash it down. And I'm going to come back to that one. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so now we've got our layers, okay? So what we're going to do is for each of our apples, we are going to layer it with some pop dots. And I've got my pop dots ready. Now, I use every bit of my pop dots, even the edges. So I've got some scraps here that I found. I want to use those up. So here we go. I'm gonna, all right. And let's see, I'm gonna, there we go. Okay, finish that sheet up. Whoa. Put it down on the item first. We're missing an apple. Do you see? Oh, there's one more. I knew I was missing one. And okay. Do you need one more little piece? No, yours is good. Let's put one more on this one.
One more on that one.
And let's do one more on this one. I think those are good. Sticking to myself here. Okay. So let's see. Now I'm going to peel that back off. I just use my fingernails. I know other people like to use scissors and whatnot, but that works for me. I'm going to layer my apple right in the middle. Look how darling that is. Okay. All right, let's put the lid on the glue. All right, so there's one. Oh, look at that. G did that one. That looks fabulous. He said to me last night, he said, "Ooh, I want to make something."
My teacher.
And for his new teachers. And I just thought this was perfect because all teachers love to have some Tic Tacs. All right, can you layer that one for me?
That's mine.
Beautiful. Okay, so now we are going to do, we're almost finished. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Tic Tac box right here, and I am going to put some snail.
Oh, can I do that?
On the back like that. And then I'm going to line it up and just kind of press it. That's just to kind of give it a little hold.
Here, can you get me one? Thanks.
Okay. Hold on. Turn it around.
I got 3 good strips.
Good. Here. Do the red. Here. Keep going. Good job.
How about I do the thing?
Okay. So he's gluing. Great. Get that out of the way. Perfect. And if you'll notice, I picked Tic Tacs that had the same colors as our apples. So, okay. And
here you go.
thank you. I have an awesome assistant over here. Okay, last one. No, just those. We're good. That's it.
Do we have to put these on top of these?
Nope. We're just putting it on the back. That's perfect. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to put some, right there is where the apple is going to go. And so what I'm going to do for that is I'm just going to put, now for this, I only need glue in the center because the circle actually hangs. See if you can see how I just did it in the middle, because the circle actually hangs off the edges a little bit, and I'm just going to press and hold that down. Okay. It's great. Move that aside. And I go ahead and put the Tic Tacs in there because that allows me to have a surface to just press down on. That was great. Do that again on the next one. Good job. It's perfect. You don't need that much. A little bit of glue goes a long way. Remember that. I'll get this. Put a little bit of glue on the next one, please. Good job. All right, here we go. There's that one. I love it. I can't decide which is my favorite. Do you have a favorite?
I do actually have a favorite. It's the mixers.
Oh, that's your favorite flavor? Do you have a favorite of the apples that we colored?
The yellow one.
That's good. You like the yellow one? Okay.
The more yellow one.
And we've got one more step. So there are all of our...
All you have to do is just tie the ribbon.
You just have to tie the ribbon. That's it. Okay, we're going to let those sit while I'm cutting my ribbon. Go wash your hands if you need to and come back while I'm cutting the ribbon. Okay, look at how cute those are. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to press those down for just a minute. I have to say the Tombow glue is one of my favorites. When it first came out, it took me a while to adjust to it, but now I really like it. Okay, there we go. So we've got one final thing to do, and we're gonna. We're just gonna tie a little bow. So what I
can't tie bows.
That's okay. I'm just gonna go. Okay, so I'm just going through kind of gently because I don't want to tear the holes. And then I'm going to kind of rotate it so that the knot is to the front, and then just give a gentle pull. And we now have the cutest
Tic Tac boxes.
Darling, absolutely so super cute. I hope his new teachers appreciate it, and when they eat their Tic Tacs, they'll know how much we love and care about them. We hope you have an awesome stamping day. Can't wait to see what projects you're working on. Bye-bye.